YouTube, I make $150,000 a month on Amazon using AI, and this feels illegal. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who the heck is this young kid wearing sunglasses on talking to me? Look, this opportunity has allowed me to do over 6 figures a month in sales. Now, it's not 100% profit. I'm not a full capper over here. Okay, I'm not lying like some of these gurus do. But I can tell you right now, this is a very lucrative opportunity because what we're doing on Amazon is very different from what most people do on Amazon. Okay, this is something very, very different and unique. So today we're going to be talking about basically how I started this business model, where most people are going wrong when they get started into Amazon, and we're talking about how you guys can go ahead and start today. Quick disclaimer, this is not a get rich quick scheme. So if you're clicking on this video to try to get rich by next month, it is not going to work. Alternatively as well, if you have a low attention span, you might as well click off this video right now. Because if you cannot sit and watch through this whole video and learn exactly what I'm about to share with you, you're not going to be successful. That's me just being plain honest with you. I don't want to waste your time. If you want to try to get rich quick, go invest all your money in crypto, and we'll get into a little bit about that. But that is my advice. You have to be okay with sitting and learning, even when sometimes learning can feel boring. So let's start off with how I actually got started, okay? I actually used to be a Fortnite pro. This was how I made my first drop of online money, and it kind of taught me that, hey, online money is real, this is cool, but I was also a bit of a loser, okay? I didn't really know what I was doing in my life. I didn't really go out very much. I was playing a lot of video games, okay? It wasn't cool, wasn't good. You think playing Fortnite for money is like the ideal dream world. It's not, okay? So I was getting this job. I had pressure from family, friends. I needed to get a job. And so I did exactly that. I got a job at McDonald's. And within about 1-2 months, I got fired and let go from McDonald's. So I was like, really affected my self-confidence because like, oh my God, if I can't keep a job from McDonald's, where can I keep a job? And I was kind of getting in my head. But that's okay. I went on to my next job, which was working at Pizzahut. This wasn't a terrible job, but it's just not fun. You know what I mean? Working a normal, regular job is not fun. If any of you are working a normal, regular job, you could probably relate to this. Even if you're not working a regular job, it's just boring. Trying to like figure out ways to make money. You're like, should I get a job? You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. So that was my thing. I didn't really love the job. I got good at it. You know what I mean? I was pretty good at cutting pizzas, but definitely not my thing. And so I started looking for ways to make money online like anyone would do. How do I make passive income? And that's when I started looking into crypto. Now, I guess I didn't learn my lesson because the first time I started messing around with crypto, I lost about $4,000 of my money. I lost $4,000 in crypto. Now, to today, I've lost over like $60,000, $70,000 in crypto. Okay, so like I said, I haven't really learned my lesson. Crypto is super long term. I clearly just don't know what the heck I'm doing. But it kind of like taught me that that's not for me. I realized that I needed to build something real and more long term. And so that's when I decided to start selling on Amazon. It started off slow, didn't start off too crazy. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just getting started. But I quickly ramped things up. At 19 years old, I did 6 figures. And then I did 7 figures at 20 years old. And now I've been able to automate actually 90% of this business at 21 years old. Now, you're not going to start at automation. Okay, that's not just something you guys are going to walk into tomorrow. But this is a possibility with this business model. And we're going to be talking about kind of how to actually get there. But first, I actually want to touch on where most people go wrong, okay? There's a lot of people that think about starting on Amazon, but don't really understand how this business model works. There's millions of people talking about starting on Amazon, and a lot of them don't really teach any information. They just kind of yip yap, okay? And so most people think that you're selling products from China. You're getting products from Alibaba, you're making your own new product, and that's what 99% of people think when they think of selling on Amazon, and they think of drop shipping. It is not any of those things, okay? We're not doing that. What we do instead is something very, very different. So essentially what we do instead is we actually sell everyday products like Burt's Bees, okay, just like right here, and we actually sell these products onto Amazon, okay, and we make the profit in between. So this way we're not spending money on ads, we're not marketing any products, we don't have to create our own product, we don't have to spend any time doing any of that stuff because that obviously is going to cost us a lot of money to get started. And so this is why this business model is one of the easiest business models to start. Amazon has already created all of the infrastructure. That way we don't have to touch all this. We don't have to do any shipping. We don't have to do any handling. We don't have to talk to customer service. And the brands have already done all the work of marketing and creating their own product. We are just reselling for a profit in the middle. Okay, so it's a very, very simple concept. Now, the average Amazon seller does about $1,000 to $25,000 a month. Okay, that is the average Amazon seller, which sounds really good, but why was I able to do more than almost double that in a week? Okay, and the reason is because a lot of people do Amazon wrong. Okay, the first way they screw up is they start off by buying products in person. They think the best way to sell on Amazon is to purchase products in person, scanning products, buying them off the shelves and selling them on Amazon. This is arguably the worst way to start Amazon, especially if you're someone working a full-time job. Because how the heck do you expect to have the time to build your business when you're constantly running around? You don't. That's the answer. You don't have the time. And so that's why it doesn't really work that well, okay? And that's why most people hit a ceiling of about $1,000 to $25,000 a month. There is multiple people that I see scale up very fast using this model by buying products in person, but they never get out of it. They never, ever, ever get out of it. So don't fall for that. Now, the other thing that most people make a mistake of is not using AI. Most people have not been able to figure out a way to utilize AI to make this business much easier, okay? Which is exactly why I'm excited today to share with you guys exactly how you can get started, but how you can get started utilizing AI to make this business model one of the easiest businesses you can start. Now, quick disclaimer, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, like I said earlier. So you will need to put some time and effort into this, but as long as you're willing to be dedicated and put the time and effort, you will be able to get some type of results, okay? So that's my biggest thing. If you guys can do that, you guys will be very, very successful in this business. But let's go ahead and talk about how we actually get started, what you will need to get started, and just kind of the best practices for that. So these are the 4 simple steps to go ahead and get started with this business. The first step is just signing up for your Amazon seller account. The second step is getting ProfitBuddy AI. This is the exact AI software we're going to be using to find all of the products to sell in our store. The third step is source your first profitable product, okay? Now, the last step, this is the most important, and this is the steps to scale this business. Remember how earlier we were talking about most beginner and average Amazon sellers get to around $1,000 to $25,000 a month? The steps to scale is exactly how you're going to be able to take this business to 6 figures a month, okay? So this is very, very important information. So make sure you guys stay to the end to learn exactly how to get to a level of being able to do 6 figures a month and also be able to automate most of this business, okay? So let's start off with number 1, which is signing up for your seller account. All you guys need to look up is Seller Central, Amazon Seller Central, and you'll be prompted with this screen, whether you're on .ca.com, and you can go ahead and just click sign up. It is very, very, very easy to sign up for an Amazon seller account. Now, if you do this, I would recommend making like a business email or something just so you're not sending stuff to your personal email. Just makes things a lot easier. It could be just a normal Gmail account, but just a separate Gmail account for the business. Very, very easy to do. Look, you guys have already made it this far in the video, which means you're obviously somewhat serious about building your Amazon business. This Sunday, I'm hosting a completely free live training where I show you step-by-step how to build and scale your Amazon business. So if you want to learn exactly how to do that, everyone who attends is going to be getting a free gift worth thousands of dollars. It's not stuff that I post on YouTube. So if you want to get that and you want to attend this free training, click the link in the description. I'll also be answering Q&A at the end. So make sure you're there, and I'll see you guys this Sunday. It does not take too much time. Now, your second step is getting ProfitBuddy AI. This is the software. It's where we're going to be able to find our profitable products to sell. And I'm going to be showing you guys kind of how this software works and why we're going to be using this to find all of our products. So we can see right here, this is a AMSOIL. I'm going to show you guys why this product is good to use, because the first key to finding our first profitable product is spying on other sellers. Okay, so what this product and software does, let me just minimize myself here. It allows us to look at the top offers. So these are actually other sellers on this listing. We can see this is Silver Lake Rod. We can see this is Oasis, Kaizen Wholesale Supplier, JNS Hub. All these other sellers are sellers that we could go ahead and open up into another tab at the top. and we can see what products they have in their store, right? We can see this guy has 38 products in his store, and now we can see all of the products that he's selling, and we can go ahead and copy those products. This is why AI is making this business much easier, because we can just copy what other people are doing. Okay, we still have our graphs on the right, which we'll touch on in a second, but it just makes the whole business much easier. Now, in order to do this strategy, because a lot of people get this twisted, and a lot of people have heard of a strategy like this, but never execute it right. Your first thing, you need to have a good starting product in order to use this strategy. And if you're wondering, Eric, what is a good starting product? A good starting product is a previously profitable item or a product that is profitable now. That is a good starting product. So I know this product right here is a good starting product because I've actually found this product profitable before. And so that's why I know it's good. So if we Google search this product, just to show to you guys that it is profitable. And so if you guys want a product to go ahead and start selling with, you guys can go ahead and start selling this product right away. I'll show you guys. So gallon size, we're gonna get a case of 4, and our preferred price is $182.80. So $182.80 divided by 4, $45.70. So if we go back to ProfitBuddy AI, we type that in as our cost, we can see this is gonna make us $25 in profit at a 50% ROI. So if you guys can go ahead and sell 30 units of this, we're gonna make over $600 profit every single month. This item is selling 100 times a month, as you guys can see. So those are the kind of key things you guys want to understand with growing this business, is that it's very scalable because Amazon's platform is so big and there's so many little opportunities just like this one. Okay, so that's obviously our good starting point. We know why it's good now. Now, I want to touch on the graphs, okay? Because on the surface level, this is very confusing, but this software actually has another software integrated into it, okay? And so what this other software does is we can actually see the previous price history of the products we're looking at. And the reason why this information is super important is because if we want to buy a product that consistently makes us money, we want to see, okay, in the past 90 days, this product, the lowest price it's gone to is about $85.99, right? You guys can see right there at the buy box price, the lowest it's been is around $85.99. So if we were to sell at $85.99, we would still be making a lot of money. And that is the key. If we are still making profit with a lower price at the past 90 days, then we know this is a good product to sell. And so that's kind of the big benefit of having the price history, having the graphs here, is that we can guarantee that our product is still profitable. Like I said, on the surface level, this graph will be very confusing. And so if this is your first time watching this, I know it looks confusing. It gets very easy. Now, this bottom graph right here is the offer count graph. The offer count graph is really important because this is actually the other competitors on a listing. So the higher the number of offer count and other sellers there is on a listing, typically the more the price is going to drop. So you want to have that fine line and balance in between the middle, which is going to vary based on the sales per month, okay? But we don't have to worry too much about this right now. This is not something that's it's going to take some time to learn anyways. So just become more comfortable with looking at this graph. The biggest thing is your top graph is going to be your price history. Bottom graph is your offer count, okay? Those are the two biggest things. We'll quickly touch on how to actually go ahead and find your first profitable product, right? So as an example, we opened up that seller, Silver Lake Road, and we can see he has this product in his store, Javi Coffee. So if we Google search this product, we can see it sells for $24.95 on this website. If we buy 4 bottles here, we can get it for $15.37 each. So if we go ahead and go back here and we input that as our buy cost, we can see we're going to make $3.38 profit, 21% ROI. Already another solid product as our first product to source. And so the reason why this is so much easier is before what it was in the past, we couldn't really copy what other people are selling. You know, these sellers, like this guy right here, he's done all the hard work for us, right? He's already found all these products at a profitable price. We're basically just stealing all of his hard work. And I'm okay with saying that because, look, I'm here to make money, all right? I'm not here to, try to start things from scratch. So this makes things a lot easier for you guys. And look, he has more products from the same place. So we can go in and search those other products as well and find more opportunities. It's that simple, guys, and that is kind of how you start scaling the business, by just searching through more products with this exact strategy. And then now we can use this product as our starting point, right? We can start looking at the other sellers in here. We can look at these guys, right? We can look at this guy. We can open up his store. We can see what other products he's selling. And then from there, it's basically just a domino effect. We can start looking at all these other sellers and looking at what they're selling, okay? So that's kind of the biggest takeaway, is we're just gonna be copying what other people are doing. That is the best way to go ahead and get started in this business, and it's the most efficient way to launch your Amazon store, and just copying what other people are doing, okay? The other very important feature to this software is there's actually an AI chatbot down here. Now, this software is still being worked on, okay? But what this feature will do is you will be able to send it a product. You'll be like, hey, is this product good? You'll be able to talk to it, and it will be able to give you a full detailed answer as to what this product looks like, if this product is good to sell, should you sell it. It'll be able to actually answer for you, okay? So this software will be doing pretty much most of the work for you, telling you how many units to buy, if you should buy it or not, and just basically giving you the full review. That way you guys don't go in and buy a product that actually loses you money, okay? So that's kind of the thing here. I'll have the software linked in the description. Now, your last piece here, these steps to scale. This Sunday, I'm actually hosting a completely free live training where I walk through this whole business step by step and how to scale this into an automated business while also using AI to build the business for you. So if you guys want to learn exactly how to scale this and get to 6 figures a month and actually have an income where you can do it from anywhere in the world, all you guys need to do is register with the first link in the description. That's going to be where you guys can sign up for my event. Again, it's a free training this Sunday if you guys are serious about growing this. And I highly encourage you to come because it'll be the most important information you guys learn about this business. And it's a full live thing, so we'll be able to do a little bit more than what I can kind of cover in just this YouTube video. Now, for those of you guys that have been trying to sell on Amazon, or maybe you guys just want to fast track the whole business right away, and you kind of want to learn a little bit more hands-on, you can actually apply to work one-on-one with me as well below here, and we can see if working one-on-one with me helps, and I can work with you together to actually scale this business with you. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.